Roselyn Sanchez, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us at Access Hollywood today. We're here in beautiful Puerto Rico. Welcome back to Fantasy Island.
Welcome back.
Congratulations on season 2. How much fun. There's so much more to explore, and not just with the guests, of course. We've gotten more insight into Elena's backstory and her connection with her uncle, the burden she's carrying over what happened to Fernando.
Yes.
How much more will season 2 dive into this?
A lot. You know, you're going to see an Elena that is going to open up to life, to the possibility of falling in love. I believe the Fernando character might make an appearance. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, this season is going to be pretty special. All the characters are more flushed. You know, you're going to get to see them more at a personal level. Their relationships are going to get deeper. It's funny, it's endearing, it's magical, there's mystery, there's a little bit of everything.
Well, you'd mentioned Fernando making a possible return, but
Yes.
we'd like to know, could James return to the island at any point?
Oh my goodness, can you imagine? I would love that. I love the actor playing James, but I don't know. I don't know. And now that they're going to explore Elena and Javier, right?
And we'll get to that.
Exactly. So I don't know if James is coming back.
Anything's possible in Fantasy Island,
Everything
so
is
we'll
possible.
be ready for it,
Yes.
but just stay tuned. So how much more is left to unpack there now that Elena and Javi are finally getting somewhere?
So many things, because of course there's going to be an obstacle, or many obstacles. You know, when everything is going groovy and beautiful, perfect TV, you know, world, they're gonna bring something that is gonna create some tension and a possibility of a new story for them. So stay tuned. It was really exciting. When I was reading it, I was like, oh, okay, now this makes sense, because it was such a difficult relationship for Elena to even give herself the permission
Right, of course.
to start this relationship.
She doesn't like to focus on herself.
No, not at all, not at all. And this season she will, you know, but it comes with a price.
Yeah, it always does,
Yes.
doesn't it?
Yes, yes.
So I've seen the season 2 premiere, so I want to try to veer away from total spoiler territory,
Yes.
but fans are going to be pretty happy to see you put your dancing shoes on, I
Oh
think.
my goodness, yeah, and I wish I can do it more often. I do the season premiere, right? There's a little surprise at the end.
Yes.
Which is so beautiful. I got to see parts of it.
And you're not alone in that
I
surprise.
know I'm not alone, but I'm not gonna tell you. Yeah, I'm not alone. And it was fun. It was fun to rehearse. It was fun to do. The clothing and the shoes were not the most conducive or comfortable for dancing, but I love dancing. Listen, I've been doing it my whole life.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy that they gave me the opportunity to show a little bit, but I want to do more.
Yeah, and hopefully not the last time.
Exactly.
So more amazing guest stars set for this season as well,
Yes.
of course. We see Cheryl Hines and Rachel Harris in the premiere
Yes.
as Romy and Michelle type
Yeah.
high school friends.
Yeah.
So much fun, obviously, but with every story, it packs a deeper emotional punch than you may initially expect, right?
Yes. Yes. And this story, and it's so common, you know, when you have a friend from high school or even grade school, that it's almost like you become codependent with each other, you know, and at some point you have to realize we have lost so much time with this. Not losing time, because friendships are beautiful, especially if you find a good girlfriend, you know,
Yes.
to accompany you for the rest of your life. But a lot of times when that becomes a codependency type of relationship, you realize, I think we need a little break, because we need to explore and grow as human beings. So the story is really interesting. It's deep, you know, it's funny, but it has a beautiful message at the end that they realize we might have to say goodbye for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Would you ever want to go back to high school for a redo? Some of us may
Oh
just
my
want to leave
goodness.
our teenagers in the past, but it's always something people think about, you know?
No. I don't
I'm
think
with you on that.
Listen, I loved it. I had a blast, but I don't want to go back. It's okay.
So we don't get to see much of Elena's personal side, at least not yet, where she's slowly opening up to us.
Yes.
What is her fantasy? Is she starting to allow herself to even think that way?
I don't think so, not yet.
Not
You
yet?
know, I think she's taking it one step at a time. I think the fact that she is allowing herself to fall in love with a coworker, basically, I think that's big enough for now. I think it's baby steps with Elena. I love it. I love the opportunity to explore who she is. I fall in love with her more and more. It gets easier and easier. And God willing, we get more seasons. Hopefully, we get to see her opening up even more.
Right. You know, she's so dedicated to helping other people achieve closure
Yes.
in their lives, but
Yes.
she has a lot left to face herself.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah,
A lot.
absolutely.
This is a woman with it's such a juicy, three-dimensional character, you know. But I think she has so many layers that I'm hoping that we get to dig in.
Yeah. And what about the connection with her family as well? We've seen her try to make contact with her uncle and have, some of that
Yes.
connection there. And fans of the original series, of course, love seeing those throwbacks. How much
Yes.
more are we going to explore with that?
I think we will. I think even the season finale, I'm not very clear, but I think the showrunners were talking about doing something pretty special. So I don't know if it's going to be related to the Ricardo Montalban with my great
Yes.
uncle, or maybe I have a mom that will show up, or Fernando, my cousin. That was a big storyline in season 1. There's so many possibilities. Let's see.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you like watching old episodes?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I love watching the old ones. I'm obsessed. A lot of people, a lot of actors, they don't like seeing themselves. They say, I don't watch my own work. That's not my case. I love watching. So I obsessively watch, but I like to see what's going on and learning and see what can get better, and what is effective.
That's how
what's
you
working
learn,
out.
right?
Exactly. I
Yeah.
believe so.
So which storylines have hit you the hardest? I can think of a couple that really took me out.
What's one for you?
Well, the first episode about the journalist, of course. I mean, that was personal for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, that was a good one. Oh my God, what story? There's so many. I can't think of one. This episode, this season, there's 2. There's one that is an epic episode about a girl that wants to just feel like she's a princess and not have to deal with the world. She wants everything catered, and she wants to experience that. And it's
Don't we all
beautiful.
want it to be easy?
Exactly, but she learns that she gave up a lot of in her life because of fear of just going for it, and the experience of being a princess doesn't go as she thought it was going to be, and then she realizes, I can do this. I can
Yeah.
grab life by the horns, and believe in myself and just go for it, and she does, and it's a beautiful story.
Absolutely. Well, there's always more than meets the eye on Fantasy Island, and we can't wait to see what's in store for season 2. Before we let you go, could you look at the camera and just say, welcome to Fantasy Island?
Welcome to Fantasy Island.
Hey, thank you so much.